स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय Ramakrishnaय te namaha. Master explained different kinds of samadhis to the devotees. We were discussing about the samadhis, the turning inward, transcending one by one layer, entering into the Vijnanamaya Kosha, there will be spiritual awakening. This is the first samadhi, and from there he is drawn to a deeper level of consciousness where there is more brightness of Chaitanya, more intensity of Chaitanya, like sunshine outside and the reflected light within the room. And when we go to the sunshine, we see from inside, when we see the sunshine, it is more brighter than the inner sunlight, sunshine. I feel like going away into the sunshine. Like that, when we, after entering into Vijnana Kosha, we will be drawn to a higher intensity of consciousness, higher light, intensity of light. Like that we enter into. When we enter and see, there it is called the space of consciousness. The space of consciousness. This is Mahakasha, space of matter. There is Chitta Akasha, space of mind. And there is Chidakasha, the space of consciousness. It is in this, we are entering into the Chidakasha, which is like ocean entering into land to form a port or a harbor. So we see the ocean, from ocean things can come and be parked there. Boats and steamers can come and stay there. So this arrangement is there in human system also. The Absolute stretches itself into the human heart to make its harbor or port where God can manifest. And we enter there because in the Absolute there cannot be form. Rupa cannot be there. So Rupa comes within the time and space. Here, within the time and space limit, the consciousness, Shuddha Chaitanya has expanded into its time and space consciousness. So we see the form there, Rupa. Otherwise, in the Absolute, the moment they leave the heart and go to higher centers, the higher centers of consciousness, it starts dissolving. A particular level of when the consciousness decreases and matter increases, as in the Manipura, Swadhisthana and Muladhara, we see more and more grossification, less consciousness. We don't see the divine anymore there. Divine vision with form, Rupa, Nama, Rupa, Guna are there here, and Nama Rupa starts and Guna start dissolving as you go to the throat, Vishuddha Chakra. Anahata alone is that is why Sri Ramakrishna says, Anayahata, the heart of man, is a splendid place for meditation. To meditate, why should we meditate in the heart? Means it is where the Jivatman and Paramatman, they meet and live together. Because there is time and space as well as beyond time and space existing together in the heart. Like ocean entering into a land and occupying some place of the land, and it is becoming harbor or port. It's a ocean enclosed by land and an opening into the ocean. There is a small area within the. So there, similarly, in there is time, there is timeless also. If you see from the other side, ocean side, it is timeless, spaceless existence. Here it is enclosed by matter, and it is time and space is there. From here, time and space and timelessness and spacelessness are meeting together. It is something like a transferring. When you enter into again ocean, timeless, spaceless, existence like. So here also in the heart, the moment you transcend that and start coming to the Vishuddha, already form start dissolving. So Annamaya, Pranamaya, in Manomaya, crossing the Manomaya, when we enter into the Vijnanamaya, in Vijnanamaya Kosha, we will enter into the Chidakasha, the space of consciousness, which is the place where the absolute and the relative are together. Jivatma and Paramatman are together. Time and space and timelessness, spacelessness are together, where the absolute can manifest as the relative. God impersonal can manifest as the God personal. It is here Nirgunare, Sagunare. Whether are you Nirguna or Swaguna, both are possible. So here you find the Nama Rupa, and going to the deeper levels of consciousness, you will see that there is no name, form or qualities. Nama Rupa Guna dissolves. This is what we see in the various types of samadhis. Sri Ramakrishna is explaining. And once you enter into the ocean of Satchidananda, there is no duality. But in the one ocean of non-duality, just like thoughts in the mind appear, in the consciousness, the ideas at consciousness level do appear. The sankalpa of the universe, sankalpa of the God Absolute to manifest for a devotee, that sankalpa appears in the Absolute. In our existence also, from the Chaitanya, I am talking to you, it's coming from the Chaitanya, originating in the Chaitanya. Para Pashyanti Madhyama Vaikari, the four stages of manifestation of sound. From consciousness it emerges. I am consciousness. I am conscious. I am consciousness. From there it appears and comes to mind. The transit after leaving the Chaitanya and coming to mind is called Pashyanti. Emerging from consciousness Chaitanya, emerging from Chaitanya is Para. So consciousness to mind, the transit is Pashyanti. In the mind, taking the form of words, Shabda Rupa. It is taking Shabda Rupa. That's called Madhyama. And coming out of the mouth, the sound is called Vaikari. Para Pashyanti Madhyama Vaikari. So, how the Chaitanya, from a Chaitanya it is emerging. So in Chaitanya something is happening, just like something is happening in the mind, thoughts are coming. There also ideas appear. I must go to that Bhakta now. I have to take the form, Rupa. He is weeping for me. I have to go. All these appear in the Absolute and manifest in the cosmic consciousness, Vishwa Chaitanya. from the Brahman, as if from Brahman it's originating and manifesting in the Ishvara, and Ishvara Sankalpa is there to appear before a particular Bhakta. Bhakta is weeping day and night to get the vision of God. And where does God? Because he is Chaitanya Swarupa. There is no duality. Advaita Tattva. How does he manifest? There will be ideas, just like thoughts are there in our mind. There will be ideas in the consciousness Chaitanya. There is Sankalpa, Ishvara Sankalpa takes place. If you most clearest understanding you get, how do you wake up? What brings you back to waking state? What are the stages you pass of grossification? There must be Sankalpa of Prakriti, nature, to bring you back to the waking state. Oh, his time is over, I have to bring him back. There is a program in computer. So it has to work out. Like that there will be, like program in a computer, there will be a Sankalpa in the Vishwa Chaitanya. And it originates in the absolute Parabrahman. And it manifests. So that Sankalpa which is in the absolute to manifest in the Ishvara at the universal level is called Nada. Nada has two aspects, Paranada and Aparanada. Paranada, the idea appearing, Bahusyam, let me become many, happens in the absolute existence. And then the Shakti in which this appears, Chit Shakti, it immediately condenses into a point, a Bindu. That Bindu, which is appearing as Bindu, from there again the universe, again the thought process expands to become. And this we see expansion into the material world is called Aparanada. Paranada, Bindu, Aparanada, universe. Bindu is the joining point between the universe and the Shuddha Chaitanya. And it is energy, Chit Shakti, which is manifesting. Chit Shakti is separated from Chaitanya, becoming Bindu. Bindu is expanding into the universe. So similarly it happens in the Jiva also. God manifests. The moment you enter into the Chidakasha, there is Ishvara Sankalpa, let me go and appear, give him the Rupa. How much he has struggled, how much he has sacrificed in the world to turn inward and dive within. How much of self-control he has exercised. Everything wants the Jiva to run after its force. Nature is forcing him to enter into the world. He is renouncing, no, I want to go to thee. He has to renounce. It's a challenge. Tyaga is a challenge. And the challenge he meets, overcomes and enters. And there God feels compassionate. Compassionate God. How much he has sacrificed just to see me. He has given up all family, this, that, everything. And is calling on me. Let me appear before him. That Sankalpa comes in the Vishwa Chaitanya. And Vishwa Chaitanya manifested in Rupa of your Ishtadevata. In the heart of your hearts. He manifests in the Chidakasha, where you enter Annamaya, physical body, Pranamaya, the energy level, Manomaya, the mental sheath covering existing in me, Manomaya, then Vijnanamaya, In Vijnanamaya, you get the, from the Absolute it is manifesting. See how the Vishwa, God makes the sankalpa to reveal Himself to you. And He meets you. You cannot go to His room, so He comes out to meet you in your heart. He manifests in your heart. He manifests like a boat appearing or a submarine appearing in the port. It appears in the port of my heart. So this is what Sri Ramakrishna is explaining, all these various types of samadhi, where he sees various forms of God, and God goes on revealing because He is Bhakta. He has given up all things in love of God, and he wants to be one with God all the time, and he has sacrificed everything. And that sacrifice has made God to give him various forms that is a reward you get, and take you and make you enter into the life eternal of everlasting bliss. The bliss, peace, they will never get exhausted, unending. So there you are going to be taken now. So here, from there, the Bhakta starts playing with God in the Vishwa Chaitanya level. You are in the Chaitanic world, not in the physical world, not in the dream world. From dream world, I expand to the waking state. From the waking state, further expansion makes me enter into the Chidakasha. More consciousness, more reality. Less consciousness, less reality. Dream state is less consciousness than waking state. Super consciousness is more expansive than the waking state. Waking state is an in-between stage between the sleep and the super conscious state. Samadhi sthiti. Samadhi sthiti is super conscious state. So we are entering into the Samadhi sthiti, super conscious. There again expansion of consciousness makes the form dissolve. Then from Anahata, when we refer to the chakra, same thing. From Anahata, he goes to the Vishuddha. As he reaches the Vishuddha, forms start dissolving. It is half dissolved state, like ice doll has lost its hands and feet and eyes and all that. It has become a small piece of ice doll. So God loses His form, Nama Rupa Guna. Bhakta also loses his Nama Rupa Guna. In intimate love with each other, they dissolve to become Ekarasa. As matter you cannot become Ekarasa. As liquid you can become Ekarasa. Milk and water can become one. In milk, as iced milk and iced water, they cannot mix together unless they are becoming liquid. So in love, they liquefy themselves. They become, surrender is an important thing, self-surrender, Atma Samarpana, as an important stage of existence. Atma Samarpana, I am giving myself entirely to God. There is total giving. I integrate myself. As an integrated whole, I am entering into God. I want to become one with God. So this happens in the dissolving of the Nama Rupa Guna to become, I have my Guna, I have my Rupa, I have my Nama. Similarly, God has Nama Rupa Guna. He also knows us the Nama Rupa Guna. The Jiva also, and it comes to the dissolving state of Samadhi. This is where we find Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya. From Vijnanamaya I am entering into Anandamaya. When the form is dissolving, I am in the Anandamaya kosha. And totally I have dissolved. And there is no difference at all. The water of the Jiva, the molten water of the form and Rupa, Rupa, Nama, Guna, of the Ishvara, that's also dissolved. Both are mixing up to become one water, Ekarasa. That is the absolute Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That is the ultimate and highest, because beyond one you cannot go anywhere. Maximum, any number is there, they can go on reducing to one. Beyond that there is nothing. There is no more union possible. With what will you unite when there is one and one only? You can go up to deep sleep. Beyond deep sleep you cannot go, because only one ignorance remains. Here jnana alone remains. So Thakur is various types of samadhis. I have just given a hint to what is samadhi. There are various varieties of samadhi, various forms. If you go through the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, you will see many types of samadhis there. Master explained the different kinds of samadhi to the devotees. And there is bhava samadhi also, where there is, you are not transcended, but you are in a half awakened state between the samadhi and waking. Where samadhi, and just like we saw the heart where nirguna and saguna is mixing up, here the waking and samadhi are mixing up. Other side, samadhi and waking. This is called bhava samadhi. Everything has become stagnant. He is seeing the Rupa of God, but in the world, in the waking state with the open eyes. With open eyes he is seeing the Lord has presented himself, pervading his mind, intellect, heart and all that. He is one vision of God, and with all things eyes open he is able to see, but nothing is moving. It's like painted things. All things look like painted objects. No duality. There's one, and here there is manifestation of the Lord's form, Rupa. He sees with one attention, undivided attention, where everything is there as it is, immovable like a background, and here it is lively form of the Ishtadevata. It's happening in his whole existence itself. So it's called bhava samadhi. He has become still, immovable, because of the excessive emotions. Excessive emotion has made him. Just an excessive love takes him to the savikalpa. Excess of emotion. Love and emotions are different. Love is at the core, and at the surface it is emotion. Externalized, it is emotion. focused on somewhere, be it human, animal, nature, God, it's his own self, whatever, it's focused, and comes from the core, then it is love. On the surface only it is there, like dust covering the mirror, then it is emotion. Its feeling remains at the outer surface. Love emerges from feeling, remains on the upper surface, like waves in an ocean. Commotion is there. But from the depth there is a flow up. Like fountain it is coming up. Then it is love. From the depths it is coming out and flowing out as love. Love is external manifestation of the internal Chaitanya. And emotion is external forces creating a commotion on the surface of the heart. I feel heart. That heart is not from inside, it is nothing is coming out. External are impinging there and creating a reaction there. Emotions are external. Spiritual emotions are different. So emotions we see is on the surface, commotions, ripples forming on the surface, and love is what is coming out as fountain. Atman is flowing out, is love. When it is focused on the worldly objects, it becomes narrowed. Drop by drops it falls. When you become universal to love all, it opens up. Like armature of the eye. Eye has a small hole that expands and contracts, closes. When light is more powerful, it starts closing. Extreme high light, so it becomes small. Eye has that capacity to get covered reflexively without your knowledge. Immediately it closes. And then when the light is dim, again it opens up. To make more light enter and give a proper image on the retina. On retina the picture has to fall, then I will recognize. This identity, this recognition that I am reacting to external impingements, then it is emotion. From inside it is flowing out, it is love. Om Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Paramesha Medyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.